Hello students, in this lecture we are going to learn the partial fraction. So integration of px square plus qx plus r upon x minus a, x minus b, x minus c dx. This type of integrals we are going to learn in this lecture. That is, denominator is expressed as non-repeated linear factors. Now question number 1. Integration of 3x square plus 4x minus 5 upon x square minus 1 x plus 2 dx. Now let the given integral as I, and we know this denominator term x square minus 1 is in the form of a square minus b square. So we can write that term as x minus a x plus a, that is a minus b, a plus b. So now I is equal to integration of 3x square plus 4x minus 5 upon x minus a, x plus a, that is x minus 1, x plus 1, x plus 2 dx. Now we consider these terms separately and we will write this as a upon first factor, that is a upon x minus 1, plus b upon second factor, that is b upon x plus 1, plus c upon third factor, that is c upon x plus 2. Now here we will try to get the same denominator as we have to the left side. So multiply and divide first term by x plus 1, x plus 2. Multiply and divide the second term b by x minus 1, x plus 2, and multiply and divide third term by x minus 1, x plus 1, so that we will get the same denominator. Now 3x square plus 4x minus 5 is equal to, we will get this entire term because denominator of left hand side and right hand side will get cancelled. Now one by one we will put the values of x in such a way that the two terms will get 0, either a, b or c, and we will get the value of remaining term. Now suppose we put x is equal to 1. Then everywhere we will substitute x is equal to 1. As already here we have the term x minus 1. So this term will get 0 by substituting x is equal to 1 because 1 minus 1 0. So b into 0. Similarly here also we have term x minus 1. So here also when we will put x is equal to 1, so 1 minus 1 will be 0. So we have c into 0. And for the remaining terms we will substitute the value of x is equal to 1, so that after simplification we will get 2 is equal to 6a. So a is equal to 2 by 6. So a is equal to 1 by 3. Now second we will put x is equal to minus 1. So wherever we have the term x plus 1, in that case by putting x is equal to minus 1 we will get minus 1 plus 1 as 0. So a into 0, similarly c into 0, and for the remaining terms we will get this expression. So after simplification we will get minus 6 is equal to minus 2b. So b is equal to 6 by 2. So b is equal to 3. Now to get the value of c we will put x is equal to minus 2. So wherever we have the term x plus 2, by putting x is equal to minus 2 we will get minus 2 plus 2 as 0. So a into 0 and b into 0, because here we have the term x plus 2, x plus 2, and for the remaining terms by putting x is equal to minus 2 we will get this expression, and after simplification we will get minus 1 is equal to 3c. So c is equal to minus 1 by 3. Now we will substitute value of a, b and c here in this expression. So after substituting and integrating we will get this integration of 1 by 2 upon x minus 1 dx plus integration of 3 upon x plus 1 dx minus integration of 1 by 2 into x plus 2 dx. Now since here the terms are in the form of linear, that is 1 upon ax plus b, and we know that integration of linear function is log of ax plus b into 1 upon a if the coefficient of x is present. Otherwise no need to write that coefficient of x in the denominator. So here the integration will be this 1 by 2 as it is, log this 1 by 3 as it is, log of x minus 1 plus 3 into log of x plus 1 minus 1 by 3 into log of x plus 2 plus c. Now since here 1 by 3 is present and here also 1 by 3 is present, if we want 1 by 3 here, so that we can take 1 by 3 common, we will multiply and divide by 3. So in denominator we will get 3 and in numerator that will be 9. 3 3s are 9. Now we can take 1 by 3 common, and we know that law of exponential, before log term we can write raised to. So this 9 we will write raised to. And by using law of product and law of quotient, since here plus is present between two log terms, we can write this in terms of log m into n. Similarly, since here minus sign is present, this term we will write in the denominator. So the final answer will be 1 by 3 log of x minus 1 x plus 1 the bracket raised to 9 upon x plus 2 plus c. Now question number 2, integration of 2x square minus 3 upon x square minus 5 x square plus 4 dx. We will consider the given term as I. Now as x square is present everywhere, we will put x square as m, so that we will get the simplified form of the given question. So now this term we can write as 2m minus 3 upon m minus 5 m plus 4. Now we will consider these terms separately, and here we can write a upon first factor, that is a upon m minus 5, plus b upon second factor, that is b upon m plus 4. Now here also, to get the same denominator as left hand side, we will multiply and divide the first term by m plus 4 and multiply and divide the second term by m minus 5, so that we will get the same denominator, and we will cancel that denominator from both the sides. So we have 2m minus 3 is equal to a into m plus 4 plus b into m minus 5. Now we will substitute the values of m in such a way that once we will get the value for constant a, and next we will get the value for constant b. So first we put m is equal to 5, so that the b term will get 0, and after simplification we will get 7 is equal to 9a, so a is equal to 7 by 9. Now we put m is equal to minus 4, so that the term a into 0 we will get, and after simplification we have minus 11 is equal to minus 9b. So minus minus sign gets cancelled and b is equal to 11 by 9. Now these values of a and b we will substitute in that equation where a and b we have considered. So now we have this term. Now we will replace m by x square, as we earlier considered x square as m. So now we have this term. Now integrating both sides. So here we have integration of 7 by 9 x square minus 5 dx plus integration of 11 by 9 x square plus 4 dx. Now here this 5 we can write as root 5 the whole square, and this 4 we can write 2 square. Now this first term is in the form of integration of 1 upon x square minus a square. So we can apply the formula as 1 upon 2a, value of a is root 5, log mod x minus a upon x plus a, where everywhere value of a is root 5, plus 11 by 9. Now this term is in the form of 1 upon x square plus a square. So we will apply that formula, that is 1 upon a, that is 1 upon 2 tan inverse of x by a, that is x by 2 plus c. Now multiplying this term, we have 7 upon 18 into root 5 log of this term plus 11 upon 18 tan inverse of this term plus c. Now as 18 are present at both the places, in the denominator we can take 1 upon 18 common, and now we have 7 upon root 5 log mod x minus root 5 upon x plus root 5 plus 11 into tan inverse of x plus 2 plus c. Now we consider question number 3. Now in question number 3 we have given integration of 1 upon sin theta 3 plus 2 cos theta dx. Now we will consider the given term as I, and now since both the trigonometric functions are present, sin and cos, we will try to convert this so that we will get only one trigonometric function. So we multiply and divide the term by sin theta so that we will get sin square theta in the denominator, because already one sin theta is present, and as we are multiplying and dividing by one more sin theta. Now we know the formula of sin square theta in terms of cos square theta, that is 1 minus cos square theta, and this is in terms of a square minus b square. So we can write as a minus b, a plus b, that is 1 minus cos theta 1 plus cos theta. Now since in the denominator everywhere cos theta is present, if we put cos theta as t, then after differentiating we will get the sin theta, which we can write in terms of t. So by thinking of that, we will put cos theta is equal to t. Differentiating with respect to t, we will get minus sin theta d theta by dt is equal to 1. So minus sin theta d theta is equal to dt. Now shifting minus sign to this side, sin theta d theta is equal to minus dt. Now I is equal to integration of, we will write the entire integration term in the form of t, we will get this term. And just as the previous term, since here three terms are present in the denominator, we will consider three constants, 1 upon first factor, a upon first factor plus b upon second factor plus c upon third factor. And to get the same denominator as the left hand side, we will multiply and divide all three terms by required factor, so that denominator of both the sides will get cancelled, and in the remaining expression one by one we will put the value of t in such a way that two constants into 0 we will get, and the value of remaining constant will be easily available for us. So by doing that, means by putting t is equal to minus 1, we will get b as minus half. By putting t is equal to 1, we will get a as minus 1 by 10. By putting t is equal to minus 3 by 2, we will get c is equal to 4 by 5. Now all these values of a, b, c we will substitute in that expression where we have considered the constant a, b, c, and then integrating both the sides, then integration will be minus 1 upon 10 log of 1 minus t, but since here coefficient of t is minus 1, that minus 1 we will write in the denominator, minus half into log of 1 plus t plus 4 by 5 into log of 3 plus 2t, but since coefficient of t is present, that is 2, that we will write in the denominator. So now everywhere we have 10 as the denominator, but here only 2 we have. So to get 10 we will multiply and divide by 5. Now since first term and last term are in the form of addition, that we will consider first, and since here minus sign is present, that we will consider next to write in the denominator by using law of product and law of quotients. So final answer will be 1 upon 10 common log of 1 minus cos theta into 3 plus 2 cos theta bracket raised to 4 upon 1 plus cos theta bracket raised to 5. As in the answer we have replaced t by the original function, that is cos theta. Thank you students.